Hey, hey, hey.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited. Not gonna get the clapping. Now pop it for a player, pop it for me.
What?
Turn around and drop it for a player, drop it for me.
And what's up, my bomb squad? This is DC Kool-Aid and
Lisa.
ooh, something was on my face. And we coming back to you guys with another video. Somebody want us to do a story time. So our story time today is about
Dating. Which way? Wait.
relationships with kids.
Oh, I thought you said dating with kids.
Well, dating with kids, relationship, all that's same. You with somebody that have kids. So let me bring her ass over here. Like we not dating, relationship, fiance status. I don't know. She want to lean over there.
Because it's okay. I'm not gonna argue about. Well, lean. I sleep with her every night.
Lean.
I
What's
sleep
that
with her
song?
every night.
What's the rap song, y'all? They got
Into way.
Into way.
Why you move your arm?
Go ahead.
That's not what I was doing. I was trying to get you. Cause I'm trying to. Hello. I don't know. I didn't have my Nicholas till I was 37, so.
So could you date, even though you say you didn't have Nicholas, could you date somebody with kids before you had Nicholas?
Depends on how many kids.
They have 2 kids.
Okay.
What is that?
That was trying to get situated. Okay, see, I don't know. Because now I could, because I have a child and I understand.
But
When I didn't have a child, I don't know if I would have been excited about dating someone with kids. The thing about it was when I was in my 20s and my early 30s, if I was dating, this is before I came out, so this is the straight aspect of dating. When I would meet someone and they would ask me, they wouldn't say, do you have kids? They'd be like, how many kids you got? I'm like, 0. And they were like, you lying. Well, I'm gonna hide them at. You know, in my thinking, I'm like, you know, especially when I got in my 30s and I didn't have any kids and I would tell somebody that. Now, I dated somebody, and when I met him, he didn't have any kids, but we dated and he got kids while we were dating that didn't belong to me. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Now that I have Nicholas, yes, I would date someone with kids because I understand the situation better than when I didn't have kids. So, I mean, when you're dating with kids, it comes down to what you're looking for, I guess. You know, because you got something. I wasn't looking for a daddy for Nicholas. I wasn't looking for nobody to help me, help you, help me. I wasn't looking for anything, but what I wanted was someone who loved me and understood that in loving me that I'm a package deal. There is no and if or buts about it. It's me and Nick. It's a us. I'm not a me. I'm not an I. I'm a us. I'm a we. So, but you got some people looking for parents for their kids. So I don't know. I mean, this is a strange one because,
well, when I was in my
you was in your 20s.
No,
Yeah.
I was in my 30s.
But you was dating in your 20s when you had Brittany.
Yeah, but the first person I dated that had kids, I was in my 30s. And my early 30s. And even though I had Brittany, I always wondered, could I love somebody else's kid because I love my kid? But then once I guess it depends on the person, because I feel if the person that you dating has, and their kids has respect for you, then it was okay. Because all the people that I dated, exception of one kid, I'll get to that one next. But the first relationship that I had dealt with, the person that had a child, was maybe like 2, 3 years younger than Brittany. And she respected me. She was a little girl. And she looked up to me. So I didn't have any problems. Now, the second person that I dated that had 3 kids, it was like the oldest one, he was challenging. He was challenging me to see how far I would go. But I put my foot down because I remember one time he told his mother that he didn't want to live with us no more. And he was the oldest out of all 4 kids in the house. Now you talking about Brittany. She was 10 and the other one was 10. The other one was 12 and the oldest one was 13. He told us, well, he told her he didn't want to live in the house no more. So I told him, well, you can go. So he politely was about to go, but I stripped him. I said, you don't own nothing. And I put him outside. And after that, he apologized and everything, but some kids will try you. And it depends on how the parents raised them. Now, before I had Brittany, I don't know, because I was never put in that situation, because everybody I dated back then, nobody had kids, none of them. But being though I love kids and I had worked with kids, I worked at a daycare center and I actually had a whole class to myself with a teacher's aide. So I love kids, so I don't think it would have been a problem for me. Where there are people that don't understand kids, so it can take a toll in the relationship, because I seen it from other people where the girl put the kid first, 24/7, no matter what it is. So it left the dumb girl looking like it's all about the kid versus where do she fit in. Which I saw that it caused confusion, which the dumb girl eventually left. Because I told her to stick it out, see if it changes, or communicate with her, talk to her. But it was all about the child, which is cool, but you have to make it even. It always can't be about just the kid, and then it's feel like whoever the other person is, they just there. It could look like financially wise, just to be somebody there, and you're not showing nothing for that person. So like I said, it depends on who you with, and if the child respect you. Now, I would never go in a relationship knowing the child is disrespectful in the beginning. Like, if I met Lisa and Nick came at me talking to me reckless, I already know that wasn't going to work, because my own child wasn't talking to me reckless at 8, 9 years old. So if that was to happen, it wouldn't have happened, because there are different situations where people raise their kids like, they friends, even though they 9, 8 years old. They look at them as just a friend, and you are the parent, so the kid is talking to them any kind of way and what they not going to do. I couldn't be in a relationship like that. That just won't happen.
I think that when you are looking at a relationship with someone, you have to look at it. You have to think about yourself as well as the person. Would you really, before you get in a relationship with somebody and they got kids, you need to really kind of get with yourself. And if you don't have any kids, are you ready to take this responsibility of a child on? Because when you get in a relationship with somebody that has a child, and you're in a relationship, a committed relationship, you're taking responsibility for the kid too, on a certain level. No, it ain't your job to take care of it. But as a person, and you love the mama, you love the baby, or the daddy, whatever. And if you can't, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't get into the relationship with the person that has the child. If you are looking for something, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, there's nothing wrong with you not wanting to have kids. There's nothing wrong with you not wanting to raise a child that doesn't physically belong to you. There's nothing wrong with you not wanting to be in a relationship with somebody with kids. But do not get into that relationship thinking you can do something with the kid because you like the mama. You see what I'm saying? Don't get into a relationship thinking that things will change. You should never get into any relationship, regardless of kids or not, thinking that something will change to make the relationship perfect. Shouldn't do that anyway. But that being said, kids are permanent. Kids don't go nowhere. Even when they're grown, they don't go nowhere. It's still somebody's child. So if you're not ready to take on the responsibility of somebody else's child, then don't do it. That's cool. That's fine. But once you make that commitment, once you take on that role, don't however get in the role and then be like, well, you love your child more than me. And what? Okay, tell you the truth, I ain't gonna lie to you. At the end of the day, my son, I brought him here. Her daughter, she brought her here. And at the end of the day, the only people they look to make everything right, no matter how old they are, is us. So, yeah, at the end of the day, if it's a situation where Nicholas is not being taken, his welfare is not being looked out because of me, because of something, because of the situation I got him in with another person, then I got to take myself out of that situation.
And you know what else is a difficult thing? When you're in a relationship with kids and then the mother or whoever you involved with the child how they call it?
Break up.
You break up, and then now you done bonded with this kid, but it's the mama or whoever fault, you know what I'm saying? Or it might be your fault, but it's just the principle.
Well, you gotta, I think in that situation, a lot of people say that it's her child, but I bonded with the child. Well, call the kid. My thing is, there are ways that you can keep your relationship with the child, but not have nothing to do with the mama.
But that's not true, because some people.
Well, I mean, the mama being petty is a whole different story. That's a whole different story time. But if you got if you're in a situation where two people didn't work out, but you was there for the kid, you can call or text and say, hey, can I talk to so and so? Hey, do you mind if I take so and so to the park? There are ways you can do that. If you and a person broke up on a good note, and you got a kid you want to keep in your life, keep that kid in your life. It takes a village to raise kids, and I think that's what we done got lost at. Everybody telling you what to do with your kids, but not realizing that if you need help, it's there. And it's cool to take that. Just because you didn't work out with a person doesn't mean your kid didn't work out with them. And as many people that can love your children and truly love them and take care of them, that's a beautiful thing. Because there's too many kids in this world that don't have one person to love them. But back to the dating situation, I mean, I think it's
depending on you.
I think that we look at it as, oh, you don't want to date me because I got kids. You're correct. You're correct. I could look at when I had Nicholas at 37, so me dating as an older adult with a young child, I can't expect you to want to be my son's other parental guidance if you don't want to be. Because dating people my age, I'm 50 and I got a 13-year-old. I gotta take care of him. He ain't going to no house. He ain't getting ready to go to college. He getting ready to go to the 7th grade. He getting ready to go to the 8th grade.
I'm about to say you took him one back.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, so he's and I'm dating people who have kids that got kids. I could be literally dating a grandparent. I could be the grandparent if I had one younger. So there's an issue there. Some people older don't want to start over taking care of no babies.
Mm-hmm.
And my situation with that is, in any situation, if you find yourself in a situation, even if you have kids and you don't want no more, don't think just because you got kids that you just want a whole house full of them. Some people don't want but 1 or 2. I'm good with the 2 that we got. I am awesome. Woohoo!
They not no babies.
No, Jesus. I don't know if I could date somebody younger who got a baby. I got to change some diapers. I was like, I don't need a babysitter. My son can babysit somebody else. We can go out. Walk out the door. When I was young and doing and wanted to be out to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I ain't have to find a babysitter. And I wouldn't want to do that at 50. So I think when you dating, when you got kids, don't feel bad, because I think a lot of people try to make you feel bad because you don't want to date somebody with kids, because you got kids but don't want no more kids, because you don't want the responsibility of a child. If you haven't had one that you got to take care of, then you don't have to. But do not get into a relationship with somebody thinking that the love for their kids will change because they love you. No. It shouldn't. Now, that being said, there are women who pick their kids over who pick their spouse or their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, over their kids. It happens all the time.
Mm-hmm. And then what about?
And I don't know what to say about that, because I don't know.
And what about the ones that have kids? They can't find nobody that wants to be with them because they have kids.
Well, I mean, if there is somebody for everybody. I think we rush sometimes. Like I said, I found you in my late 40s, man. I mean, don't rush it. If you had, I think we do stuff out of sequence. We've gotten to where we do things out of sequence. People have kids before they're dating. People have kids, are pregnant before they're dating. Now, that can't happen in a lesbian or gay relationship. The one thing we can't accidentally come up pregnant. Not in a lesbian relationship, not in a lesbian couple. Not in a gay couple. Can't come up pregnant. And trust me, I know that mistakes can happen. That being said, we do stuff out of sequence. We having the babies before we having the dating. You got the baby, so now you thought you was going to have the person that helped you make the baby. Not necessarily. So now you got the kid. And now you back in the dating pool. But don't nobody want to date you because you got kids. Well, I'm sure somebody would want to. You just have to find the person that does. I don't know. You just have to find. You have to, one, not look for anything, because that old adage, you get what you pay for, you get what you look for.
Just
that
wait till it comes.
It'll come to you. It's okay. I think that if we got good with being ourselves and being alone and being okay, I'm not saying being lonely, because that's different. Because being lonely is no friends, having nobody to talk to, and just feeling isolated. But being alone and being okay with being alone and being okay with it just being you and your kid for a while, I think that if we got better at that, then the people who would want to be a part of our life, who would want to integrate into our life and make one happy family, kids and all, will happen when it's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen when it don't think that don't nobody want to date me because I got kids. That's not true. Maybe right now the person that is for you and the person that is for your child, because remember that you ain't dating this person, y'all dating this person. You and your baby dating this person. This person is going to be around you and your baby. So it's like I tell people, and this goes for everything, including this situation. If you're with somebody or dating somebody and you wouldn't want your kid to date them, please don't. Because in essence, when you get in a relationship with somebody other than the other parent of the child, y'all dating this person. This person is going to be around your child with you, sometimes without you. This person could be somebody that your child falls in love with, just like you did. Mm-hmm. Now, you just gotta just hold tight, hold steady, and know that it'll be okay, and be good with being alone. Be good with you being you and your kid. For the longest time, it was me and Nick. It was what it was.
Yep, I was 8 years single. I just focused on my child. Sometimes you gotta focus on your kid as they're younger, and then eventually it will happen. I didn't go looking; it just happens. But sometimes you lose focus on your kid because you out there trying to find somebody to come in, and you shouldn't let them in until you know what's going on with you and your kid first. Some people just on a.
Sometimes I think sometimes we forget that when you take the role, when you become a mama, you become somebody's mama.
Or a single daddy.
Yeah, a daddy. I'm speaking from the mama perspective, but you can flip that and put daddy, because I think more people, I think we think about it that way because we have to be there when they're born. We have to be there when they're born. But sometimes, as soon as they hit the hospital, they gone and daddy got the baby. So yes, flip that around.
Yes,
so when you become a parent, when you make that decision in your head, when you find out the person is pregnant, or when you find out you're pregnant, and you done made the decision in your head, this is my baby regardless for the rest of their life, then you figure it out. I was talking to somebody today, a girl at work, and she's having a similar issue with the guy that she's with, who loves her son loves the father that ain't there, but he misses his daddy, and her trying to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, when you become a parent, when you become a mama, all that other stuff don't matter. Because at the end of the day, you got to do it. So when you go into a relationship, I tell people from when I was dating, I tell you from the giddy up, I got a son. I don't want to make no mistakes. I don't want no confusion. I have a son. I am a package deal. I am a us, a we, a them, a they. I'm not a me, a I, a her, or none of that. I'm me and him. And I've been in a situation where, dating and learning somebody, and I tell you about my kid, and that's gonna be my little man, da 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 da. I done been in a situation where my son has been in a situation. I understand, because sometimes you get blindsided because the person says how this is going to be, and they tell you, love you, baby. Oh, I love you, baby. Yay. But then the reality kicks in, and you find yourself in a situation where you have inadvertently made a mistake in who you chose to be around your kid. You fix it. You pack the hell up and you get on. You sack up your stuff, sack your baby stuff up, let your baby know, baby, I ain't gonna let this head happen no more, and you get on. You get to stepping. I mean, because I hate to say it, once you somebody mama, dating is kind of secondary.
Yeah, some people don't see that though.
I mean, dating is kind of secondary.
They ain't packing going nowhere here. That's what she told me.
No, well, she know ain't going nowhere. Rules and the regulations. But
we gonna close this out.
I don't have to go nowhere. But I don't have to go nowhere. My son don't have to go nowhere. He'll come to her before he come to me. Little boy here, boy.
I don't know why.
Get on my nerves.
He come to me for everything. Christmas coming. He done gave me a whole $1,000.
I got a list too. We have a list.
Two different things, or the same thing?
I don't know. It might be the same thing. I think he doubled the list up. I think he said he gonna send you some to send me some.
That's a lot.
But he put the laptop on yours. Anyway, so like I said, you just back to kind of to close this out. Who is for you will be for you. Who is for you and your baby will be for you and your baby. If it ain't time for you to be somebody, mama or daddy in a relationship, because you ain't got no kids of your own, then don't be. But don't drag this mama or this daddy down with you. Mm-hmm. Mom and daddies. Just because some look good don't mean it's good for y'all, because you ain't you no more. You a y'all. It's you and your babies. However many you got. Be good with being alone. Be good with being you and your babies to that person who is going to love you and your children the way they're supposed to be comes along. If you ain't got no kids, my babies, please don't feel bad because you don't want to date somebody without kids. But please don't date somebody with a kid if you don't want to be that mama or daddy figure in that child's life. Don't do it because you're hurting the child more than you hurt the mama because you ain't doing nothing but pissing the mama off. But you're hurting the child that didn't need to be hurt by you. See, that's the thing. All of this is 100% avoidable. If you don't want to date somebody with kids, don't. If you don't want sorry ass people around your kids, don't bring them back. All of that is 100% avoidable. Be good with you and your kids, my loves. Be good without your kids, because you ain't got none.
Until you have some.
Till you have some.
And then you're going to understand.
And then you'll understand.
Hey, you might be...
I am.
We about to close this out. Story time.
Yes.
Because this story time can go on.
It can be a long story time. But like I said, at the end of the day, you ain't got to want kids, so don't be with somebody who got some. And you ain't got to be with nobody who ain't ready to be somebody mom and daddy because they like you. Guess what? Somebody else can like you too. If they can like you, somebody else can like you. So, thank you so much for joining us for story time.
And if you got another story time you want to do, drop it down in the comment down below, like the person did.
Whoever, baby, do you never remember who suggests story time? And we're old, so we never remember who suggests story time. This is a kind of a shout out. This is it's not a general shout out, but whoever suggested dating somebody with kids is a story time. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Drop your name in the comments so the next time we can shout you out and give you a huge thumbs up.
I can find it though.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like this video. If you haven't already liked it, please go like the video now. I'll give you a couple seconds. Alright, and we're back. We're back. Comment down below if you have any comments, concerns, questions, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if there's something else you want to talk about, or if something else you want to talk about in this subject. Let us know down in the comments. Share this video because the reality is a lot of people got kids.
And somebody might need this.
Somebody might just need to be okay with not dating somebody with kids or dating somebody with, or have, let it go.
Dating with kids or she went blank. Anyway, we out. Peace.
Subscribe and hit that notification bell.
We did all that.
Now peace. No, we didn't.
Yeah, it is because it didn't.
I did like and what you call it?
I'm going to shower because I'm feeling down. I'm going down.